Okay, welcome back to High Impact Flicks. We got a strange video coming at you.
And you want to know the secret? To borrow a phrase from a friend of mine, our secret sauce here, it's these young white men. Can we give a round of applause for Russia?
Hey guys, one of the reasons I promote things on my channel is because I use them. And I use them because I believe they benefit me. They help promote strength, endurance, and energy. Energy? I give you some freaking energy around here. A lot of nature's top fruits and vegetables that support a healthy heart, circulatory system, and high energy happen to be red. So come on, spit it out. Where do we get some of this red stuff? I drink Eternal Reds because it's got 8 specific foods that promotes energy. And these foods would be costly and time consuming to get in your typical diet. So click the link in the description and grab some energy.
This is a bizarre video, guys. This is just bizarre. Yes, I'm taking it from MSLSD, and they are just as bizarre too. I call them MSLSD because they always be tripping. But listen to what Nick Fuentes and Marjorie Taylor Greene say here. It's very strange. It's very strange. I can see how the left looks at the right as a bunch of weirdos and wackos, and I can also see how the right looks at the left as a bunch of weirdos and wackos, but I can also see the psychological operation and the social engineering where the left versus right paradigm lie just keeps us completely at each other's throat. And we're going to look later on, maybe in a next segment, another video or whatever, we're going to look at how this actually plays out. But check this out right here.
But I want to say it very clearly and very directly. I believe this election was stolen from Donald J. Trump.
I will never, ever apologize for objecting to an unconstitutional election in November of 2020.
President Trump was right. The Clintons spied on him.
They were trying to censor us, silence us, cancel us, muzzle us.
God, I almost feel like I'm in church. I feel like these preachers are, I'll tell you one thing, there was election fraud, and that guy should not be sitting up there in the White House. Can I get an amen? I don't see much of a difference, guys, between politics and religion. Politics is the clever and deceptive art of using euphemisms, lies, emotionalism, and fear-mongering in order to dupe average people into accepting and even demanding the chains of their own enslavement. And they're telling you to believe in the false god of government. Believe in government. The government will give you everything you need. Well, if the government is big enough to give you everything you want, it will eventually be big enough to give you everything you've got. And so when I listen to these political parasites, my mind goes back to yesteryear and listening to all these preachers. Can I get an amen? You are healed in the name of government. Sick.
In fact, they had just told me that because I stood up and objected on January 6th, that I ought to be run out of the United States Senate. I've got news for you. I wasn't backing down then. I haven't changed my mind now.
Such a tough guy, that Josh Hawley. Those are the Republican stars of this weekend.
Okay, I got to tell you, I can't stand Chris Hayes, who looks like Rachel Madcow's brother or sister. I don't know. But listen, I just want you to listen to the rest of this because I want to get to the point where we hear what Nick Fuentes actually has to say. It's quite a head shaker.
An event known as CPAC firmly planted an entirely alternate universe of the Big Lie cult. And while the
people who believe in government, that's an alternative universe, man. And Chris Hayes believes in government, leftist government, and the other people believe in rightist government. But the bottom line is they're still on the same road, heading in the same direction in a ditch on either side of that road called statism.
MAGA rally atmosphere has become the mainstream for the Republican Party. It's all essentially interchangeable. The real vanguard of the conservative movement was at a competing adjacent event. This one organized by an avowed white supremacist called the America First Political Action Conference. You could call it a fringe gathering, except for the fact that 2 sitting members of Congress were a part of it. Republicans Paul Gosar of Arizona and Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia. Now listen to what Nick Fuentes, the anti-Semitic white nationalist leader of the conference, said just before introducing his special guest, Congresswoman Greene.
And you want to know the secret? To borrow a phrase from a friend of mine, our secret sauce here, it's these young white men. That's what we call the secret ingredient. America and the world has forgotten about them, but not us. You know, they say about America, they say, diversity is our strength, you know. And I look at China and I look at Russia. Can we give a round of applause for Russia?
You know, diversity is our strength is a propaganda motto. And it does seem really weird because when you have diversity, you actually you have an erosion of unity. You can see it. Like culturally, there's an erosion of unity. In the jail, they don't have diverse groups. It's like, oh, all the white guys go there, all the Hispanics go there, all the black guys go there, and you don't see a white guy mixed in with the black guys. You know, that's just how it's just how it happens. It's how those cultures want to form in that extremely oppressive environment. So it seems like diversity is our strength doesn't really, like when you look at it in real life, it doesn't hold much water. It doesn't hold much water at all. It seems like diversity is a weakness. Can be a weakness. Can diversity be a strength? Can there be a whole bunch of diverse people? Look at a football team. You got a whole bunch of people from a whole bunch of different backgrounds, white, black, Hispanic, Asian, or whatever, and they're all working toward one goal. It can be, well, can you actually say it's diversity causing that strength right there? Or is it the team owner? Is it the coach? So there's a lot of variables in there. You can't just cut and dry say diversity is a strength.
Yes.
In my opinion. They started chanting Putin. They started chanting. Now, I don't know if they're chanting Putin to be facetious. You know, it's kind of a sarcastic, snarky little dig because they know they're being filmed right here and this could go viral. I don't know what their intentions on doing that are, but they're actually calling for they're chanting for a tyrant.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Well, that's the podium that Marjorie Taylor Greene then appeared at. And today she started feeling the heat. She tried to pretend she had no idea who the white supremacist guy was or what he stood for. But you can
These people are every one of them, guys. Democrat, Republican. Do we not know by now that they're all snakes? Come on.
see from her speech right after his that she knew exactly where she was.
You know what it's like to be canceled. And that's why I'm here to talk to you tonight. I don't believe anyone should be canceled. I don't believe in separating people and identities. I don't believe in separating people in classes. But that's what the Democrats believe in, because that's what Marxism is. That's what communism is.
And members of the conservative movement are now, well, they have been for a while, but at this place explicitly normalizing white supremacy. They're in a venue with the leader express.
Oh yeah, just paint all conservatives with that broad brush, Chris Hayes. Well done. Well done. Guys, don't blame the clowns for acting like clowns, but ask yourself why you keep going back to the big tent. Why do you keep going back to the circus? Stop complaining about the clowns. Just disengage. Stop buying tickets to the circus. And that's what this is. This is the circus pushed by MSLSD, pushed by Fox News, pushed by the Communist News Network, pushed by CBS, ABC, always broadcasting crap. They're constantly pushing the clown show and the left versus right paradigm narrative. And both sides take this broad brush to the other side. And what is the result? Distract, deceive, divide, dehumanize, demoralize, and that's how we get conquered. This is the MSNBC, MSLSD, Fox News, CNN are the propaganda arm for the military-industrial complex. The powers that be, the powers that shouldn't be, want us distracted and divided. And they facilitate this.
Hey guys, we know with the way things have been going, it can get really interesting really quick. So make sure you and your family have a long-term storable food supply. Support the channel and get $50 off with my link in the description while you still can.